Nhân danh xin Chúa Cha và xin Chúa Con và xin Chúa Thánh Thần. Amen. Lạy Thiên Chúa tình yêu toàn năng, lạy Cha yêu thương chúng con vô bờ, xin Cha thương xót tha thứ tội lỗi cho chúng con. Chúng con cảm tạ Cha đã tha thứ tội lỗi cho chúng con. Chúng con xin dâng buổi sinh hoạt, xin Cha thánh hóa và chúc lành cho chúng con. Ngợi khen Đức Chúa Giêsu Kitô. Tạ ơn Chúa. Hân hoan chào mừng toàn thể anh chị em trên thế giới quay trở lại với lòng sùng kính máu châu báu cực thánh Đức Chúa Giêsu Kitô. Kính thưa anh chị em, hôm nay ngày 19 tháng 1 năm 2023, vâng lệnh Chúa, chúng con xin chia sẻ với tất cả anh chị em trên thế giới những phép lạ mà Thiên Chúa đã ban cho loài người chúng ta ở Việt Nam và ở trên thế giới. Ngợi khen Đức Chúa Giêsu Kitô. Tạ ơn Chúa.
common but remarkable occurrences that happened to Emma is what they call the sparkles, or glitter, or gold dust, what is also known in Latin America as escarchas.
And we saw it on her forehead, and at first I thought, I didn't see that when it wasn't there, and I didn't see it get there, and I don't not believe it. I'm not going to go home and tell everybody I saw a miracle. But after that happened, many times we saw the gold just appear on Emma's forehead. And then I didn't care what people thought.
She turned around and she said, "Good evening." And she was covered with what I would call sparkles. And my first reaction was I looked up to the ceiling because I thought there was a little hole up there. I thought there's a hole and somebody's
Kính thưa anh chị em trên thế giới,
But that's not the way it was.
đây là video phép lạ. Người sinh ra bông hồng ở lồng ngực. Người này là người Phi Latin. Và trên thế giới chỉ có 2 người được Chúa ban cho sinh ra bông hồng từ lồng ngực của mình. Một người Phi Latin là người này, và một người nữa, người Venezuela. Bà ấy đã qua đời.
And that wasn't there when we started. It was just falling, and you could see it as it's just about to land on the table.
I thought in the beginning, I thought it's a sweating or something. Afterwards, I realized, oh, gold dust, sparkling. As I took in the camera, and also afterwards, it's all perfume all around here. Just new to me, but I never doubted. So God can do miracles.
Those who prayed with her all these years have witnessed much, much more.
The one that impacted on me the most significantly was the Passion and Stigmata, where I was here praying with her and actually saw the bruising, the bleeding, the thorns. When I first saw the thorn bleed, I wanted to run. I thought, I can't take this. There's something here that I just can't get a handle on this. It's too much. But then something made me stay. For 5 years, I was a witness to this Passion and Stigmata, and she started to bleed from the forehead, and my husband touched the little thorns there. They were really thorns there. A lot of blood. And when she rinsed it off, the little holes, they closed right up, and then everything disappeared. She was being scourged, and she got up and she moved to the edge of the white thing, and you could just, her lips were going like a baby go, like that. It was so painful. You could, like that. It was your heart was broken just watching it.
When the scourging started, they pick up the back of her gown that she had on. It was done in a modest fashion. You could see the scourging was started, and there was just 2 or 3 slash marks, and then in 5 minutes there'd be maybe 22 or 3, whatever. You could see the numbers increasing, and her whole back had the marks from the scourging.
At the beginning you could count, but later you couldn't count anymore.
I believe in God, the Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth. I believe in Jesus Christ, the only Son of God, who was conceived of the Holy Spirit, and born of the Virgin Mary. He suffered under Pontius Pilate, he descended to the dead, and the third day he rose again.
I'll never forget too, one other thing I'll never forget is on Good Friday, she was laying down prostrate like this, as if she went through the stigmata, the scourging, and it was like she went through the crucifixion, and she was laying down straight. And at the time she started to come up, I looked at my watch,
and the whole top of her body just elevated right up off the floor.
Almighty Jesus, forgive us our sins, save us from the fire of hell, and lead all souls into heaven, especially those who most need of thy mercy. The third sorrowful mystery, the crowning with thirst. and her hands went out, and she was speaking in a different language, and then her head fell to the side. At the hour of our death, amen. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death, amen.
And I'm by background, I'm an engineer. I'm a degree in metallurgy, engineering. And I like my watch exactly right. And I want the time to be perfect because I like exact time. And I looked at the time, and it was exactly 12 noon. And that, I got the shivers because not long before that, I was watching a documentary on television where a lot of biblical scholars believe that the time of Jesus when he was crucified was not 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but many think it was 12 noon exactly. And then they went into why it was that time. And that was, kind of amazing,
They could seem to take it. They understood that it wasn't only Emma, and it was the Lord. Actually, it was the Lord's passion. During the prayer meeting in Kingston, Ontario, Canada, Wednesday evening, Emma started to experience excruciating pain. And the way that we knew that was she was bending and moaning, going, aray, aray, which we didn't know was Filipino for pain. The Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. And she reached during this time into her blouse, and in great pain and difficulty she pulled out from her chest roses one at a time, tiny pink roses. There was no thorns and no leaves. When we were praying, I felt, I cannot, it's like I was vomiting. I felt that I wasn't to vomit, and then I felt that something become heavy in my heart, And I felt there's something here inside that's coming out. It's like there's something that is going to stick out, come out, and it's so painful, very painful.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour.
And it's like I want to remove it. So it's here, when I felt the pain. It was really painful that my body was like this, shaking and shaking.
Now and at the hour of our death, amen.
Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb.
I jumped up to look, and Emma's pulling out these small roses, and you could see the saliva on them, like they'd been through her body. Yeah, mucus, they were slimy-like, and no petals, just a stem.
When it came out, it was coming bud first, and what I noticed is that the buds were very, like almost the size of your finger, and they seemed to get bigger when they came, they came out bigger. In fact, some of them even kind of like opened up, but they came first without the thorns, you would see.
And then they lined them all up there, and the fragrance was so strong through the whole house, And I went over and I looked, and there was the most perfectly formed circle here in her chest, and on that circle was a tiny drop of blood. And Soul said, touch this. I said, I can't. I felt this reverence and this awe.
So she said, we'll touch around it. So I went like this around the area, and it was a very soft, mushy feeling, almost like there was a cavern in there. And but the one person I do remember that touched the road in the hole, touched the hole, and actually put her finger in the hole was Mama. And when she took her finger out, there was like, not like blood, but it was like a liquidy substance that came from the hole. And when she did that, we went, oh, whoa. Then you could see the hole with the blood, the oil, and you could see it close before your eyes.
làm mẹ khóc thương nhiều. Mẹ đã biết đời sống chúng con vất vả, sương gió nắng mưa giáng dầu và bao khó nguy thương đau, làm mẹ vẫn còn khóc mãi. Biết bao lần mẹ đã hiện ra nhắn nhủ con người hãy ăn năn và sám hối, hãy ăn năn và sám hối. Tội con người đã làm mẹ khóc thương nhiều. Tội con người đã làm mẹ khóc thương
Mẹ là bình yên đời con lúc khiêm nghèo, mẹ là dìu em vầng trăng sáng đêm trường, nương tựa đời con vào nơi cánh tay mẹ. Con yêu mẹ, con bên mẹ lúc sớm chiều. Tiếng chuông ngân vang vườn nhẹ hòa trong gió, lời yêu còn tỏa thơm ngát hương lòng. Ave Maria, mẹ con ơi tình con đây dâng về mẹ yêu. Mẹ là nguồn thơ làm chan chứa hy vọng, mẹ là ủi an đời con lúc u sầu. Con cậy mẹ luôn và phó thác nơi mẹ. Con yêu mẹ, con bên mẹ lúc sớm chiều. Tiếng chuông ngân vang vườn nhẹ hòa trong gió, lời kinh em còn tỏa thơm ngát hương lòng. Ave Maria, mẹ con ơi tình con đây dâng về mẹ bình yên đời con lúc hiên nghèo, mẹ là dịu êm vầng trăng sáng đêm trường, nương tựa đời con vào nơi cánh tay mẹ. Con yêu mẹ, con bên mẹ lúc sáng chiều. Tiếng chuông ngân vang nhẹ hòa trong gió, lời kinh em còn tỏa thơm ngát hương lòng. Ave Maria, mẹ con ơi tình con đây dâng về mẹ yêu. Mẹ là nguồn thơ làm chan chứa hy vọng, mẹ là ủi an đời con lúc u sầu. Con cậy mẹ luôn và phó thác nơi mẹ. Con yêu mẹ, con bên mẹ lúc sớm chiều. Tiếng chuông ngân vang vườn nhẹ hòa trong gió, lời kinh em còn tỏa thơm ngát hương lòng. Ave Maria, mẹ con ơi tình con đây dâng về mẹ yêu.
Thầy con không có làm.
Em thấy mặt đứng xuống trời lượng phút đời đời.